Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Jill. It's been so long. I do see that I have a few subscribers, so that's very exciting. And feel free to tell a friend. I love the interaction, and any questions that you have, please feel free and go ahead and smash that subscribe and ring that bell so you'll know when I have a post. That will be an upload. That'd be awesome. I'm still new to all this, so I appreciate everybody's understanding in that, because I'm just ordered a camera, so that's exciting. And it won't be just from my car. I have a few days off, thankfully, in a week here or so, and I can get out and you will see more of where I live. Maybe we'll go down to the pier and you'll be able to see the beauty that is Florida. And if you don't live here, I'm not from here, but I live here, especially now with the huge polar vortex that happened up north. And I'm so sorry for my siblings, but that's okay. And my cousins and my family up north. But back to what we want to know about. Jill, how are you doing? Jill, what is it that you're changing in your lifestyle now that you're in remission? Do you, really want to change your health, the way that you live, the way that you eat, the way that you exercise? And yes, I do. This is not by far a health channel, a weight loss channel, a this or that channel. It's just me and our conversations. And by conversations, you more than welcome to leave a question. Maybe we'll do lives on Wednesday nights. I'm on the East Coast, obviously, Florida. If I have enough people who want me to, I will go live. We'll say, 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. Maybe earlier, maybe later for those on the West Coast. Who knows? But definitely, as I get more subscribers and more people that would want to do something like that, I did one and I only had a couple people show up, and that's okay. I'm just a fledgling channel. But so a little bit about where I am and how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty good. My energy and everything is just coming back up, and it's nice. So a little bit backstory real quick so you don't have to reread or rewatch or what have you. My last chemotherapy was on November 28th, 2018. On December 19th, 2018, we got my scan results and my blood work, and they did say that I am in remission. So yay! With a caveat. There's a little bit of a kink. I have what is called a Lynch syndrome, which is, many people have it, and it's usually hereditary. In fact, it's mostly hereditary. And when that happens, your reoccurrence rate goes up. The percentages just kind of, it's not something that, I can just say one and done, and that's awesome. But right now, I feel great. My numbers look great. As of at least January 12th, and today is the 7th of February. So everything, from my understanding, at least as of the 12th of January, everything looks good. But we want to keep the reoccurrence away. We want to have as much time between now and if I have a reoccurrence. I'm a positive person. I think I've done my duty, and I've had it, and it's gone, and I'm done. But I do have to be realistic and make sure to start taking care of me in the correct way. So what does that mean? That means that I take a medication that the doctor has prescribed. I have to talk to my oncologist about it. It is what's called an inhibitor. It would be something that I would take at least for the next 6 months, just to see if that keeps my numbers down and things like that. No here nor there. I just, it's kind of just a fail-safe kind of thing. But right now, I feel amazing. I am watching what I eat. I'm eating clean. What does that mean, at least for me? That means that I am not counting calories or anything like that. I'm just more aware of what I'm eating. I don't like the word diet. I think it's a 4-letter word because diets are temporary. And for me, it's not something that I can do temporarily. So it is a health change. So there are certain things that I've already changed ever since I got my diagnosis way back in June. I don't eat processed meats. That doesn't mean I don't eat meat. It just means like, we called it lunch meat growing up, deli meat or something like that. I don't eat anything like that. I don't eat bacon. I don't eat things or anything like that, but I didn't before anyway. So that is one part of it. Also, I eat more organic when available. I found smaller grocery stores that are more farm fresh and actually local. So they are just picked, or, fruits and vegetables. But I'm also aware of the good fruits and vegetables and the bad fruits and vegetables. What I mean by that is some are, high in carbs. So I love potatoes. Potatoes and rice, love them. I make sure that if my vegetable is corn, that's also my starch. That's also my carb. So I have to make sure that even the things that are good for you definitely have them a minimal. If I'm going to have a piece of steak or a piece of chicken and I want a baked potato, I know that the rest of the day I want to try to keep my carbs down. So I kind of, eye it. But also there's, I'm using apps. I am using MyFitnessPal again. And once I figure out how to put all the information down there, you're more than welcome to follow me on MyFitnessPal and keep me accountable. But the medication that I'll be starting next week also is going to be something that I have to make sure that if I can't eat, that I'm drinking shakes and things like that, because this is kind of put me off a little bit. But, just that type of eating, and you're just being aware. And I've always been aware of what to eat. Doesn't mean that I didn't snack or I don't binge. I'm not one of these other YouTubers that come on and I binge, I do this, I do that. That's not me. I've never been over 300 pounds, but I am not where I want to be physically. So in doing that, I need to make sure that I'm being healthy. So now that I have a lot more energy and I'm feeling so much better, I'm able to go on the treadmill. I can't do the elliptical yet. The biggest thing that I have is I still have a port, which there is the line from surgery. It's right here where my fingers are. What that port is for my chemo, but it's also for any blood work or anything like that. And I'm actually not getting that taken out until at least the August of 2020 will be the earliest it comes out. And then it kind of goes, if God forbid I get a reoccurrence, it'll be from the end of that reoccurrence. and it'll keep pushing. So for me, I can't do what I used to do with weights and things like that. I used to love, lifting weights and things like that. Not lifting but strength training, I should say. So I can't pull down things. I can with one arm, but I can't with the other because I got to be careful. But so the elliptical, when I use it, I have to hold on, and I feel like I'm not getting the best exercise. So I'm going to put that off for another month or so, but that's it. I gave myself a March 15th start date on the elliptical because I used to really enjoy it. But right now I'm doing the treadmill, and I know this is going to sound really, really like nothing to some people, but it's a big deal for me. Right now for this week, going into Monday, 15 minutes at 2.5. Now, that seems really slow. And for me, I have to stop myself from making it go faster or staying on it longer because I'm just starting to work out again. And I need to be good to myself when it comes to that. And that's fine. So exercise, and I'm a retail store manager, so I am on my feet all day. I am running around the store, taking my lunch breaks, walking the mall. So I'm never sitting down. I'm not that type of person who could sit down. I'm too, can't stop doing something. And, so that's where we are for that, for exercise. So food, exercise, mind. How am I doing emotionally with everything? I'm doing much better. And the thing that is quite interesting is the aftercare for a cancer survivor. From the time you stop doing chemo and the time your scans are done, you don't go there every day or every week to your cancer center, to your infusion center, to see your oncologist. Not every day or every week. You might not see them for every 6 weeks. So all of a sudden you feel like, what do I do? Every day I was with you and now I'm not. And now I'm scared. And now something hurts. Oh gosh, is that cancer? My ear hurts. I have a headache. I have, so those types of things actually really make you think. And you have to calm down, and you really have to say to yourself, I'm okay. When I feel like it's not okay is when I make a phone call and I give my, doctor a call or talk to my nurse and say, hey, this really doesn't feel well, and it's been going on longer than 24 hours, and I'm just a little nervous. That is when they tell me, okay, what are you feeling? What are you looking at? Do you want to come on in? And they're always good about saying, come on in. If you don't feel like it, come on in. I don't take my temperature every day anymore. They used to have us take our temperatures every day because it does vary with chemo patients. And if you do get a fever, it could be a little dangerous. So that was a big thing, putting the thermometer down and going, you know what? I don't need to do that anymore. So it's coming out of war. It really is. It's almost like a PTSD. And I've read about that. A lot of people have said, Jill, it's like, it's coming out of a war for yourself. And so when I talk to people in my support group, that was the big thing that they talked about. So that was enlightening for me, and having a good support system, having faith, and having just, I'm alone here in where I live. I have beautiful friends, and about an hour away I have one of my best friends. My dad is another hour away, but my siblings are farther away. My cousins are farther away. People that I grew up with are farther away. So the emotional support that I've gotten by phone, by text, by FaceTime from my nephews, from my niece, And so that's been phenomenal. So this is where I'm going to end it because I'm getting kind of winded, and I see that I'm also running pretty long. So what I would like you to do is I, again, would love you to subscribe. I would love you to ring that bell, and absolutely leave questions down below. If you have anything that you want me to talk about, anything that you have a question about, if you're newly diagnosed and you're concerned and just want a real person to give you the ins and outs, feel free. Like I said, I'm going to put as much information as I can down below. An email, I'll put an email in there for you. And just, be good to each other and have a wonderful day. And I will talk to you all soon. And yeah, have a great one. Smish.